How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Let's try this again. And I say let's try this again because I had already recorded this video. This is my second time recording this video. And the first time I used a bracket that didn't have the seeding numbers on them. So I guessed, and I was wrong twice on the certain team's seedings. So we're going to do this again. This will be my 2022 NFL playoff picture bracket prediction. So let's just waste no more time and jump right into it. Here we go. As you can see, this one does have the seedings on them, so I do not make any mistakes. So let's go ahead and start with the AFC. And let's see. We'll go bottom up. I think that the Bengals are going to beat the Raiders. Okay? Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase they're like the same person right now. Okay, and I know the Raiders just came off of that hot, electric overtime win against the Chargers. But I think the Bengals take this one. Next we have New England in Buffalo. Now this one's interesting because this is the third time they're playing each other this season. And they split, I believe. They're 1-1. This one, logically you think the Bills. Logically you think the Bills just because they have a lot of talent on their squad. But I just think that Patriots team, there's a little bit of destiny involved in here, and I'll get into that a little bit later. But this Patriots team is hot, and they have a lot of confidence in their rookie quarterback. Plus, we're talking about Bill Belichick here. Okay, let's not forget that the greatest coach who ever lived, besides maybe Vince Lombardi, but the greatest coach who ever lived is still coaching on that sideline for New England. So I'm gonna go New England for that one. New England beats Buffalo in Buffalo. And now we have Steelers, Chiefs. And Steelers go to Arrowhead. I think this one's pretty self-explanatory. I know a few Yinzers. I got a few friends back out in Pennsylvania who are Steelers fans. It'd be cool to see Big Ben go out on top, wouldn't it? The Steelers just rallied and just played unbeatable, perfect football for Big Ben. I don't think it's going to happen. Not this time. I think that the Chiefs are probably going to win this game and move on. All right, so let's do this correctly. The low seed, the 6th seed, moving on, is going to play the number 1 seed. So they're going to go to Nashville, Tennessee, to play the Titans. And then that would mean that the Bengals are going to Kansas City to play the Chiefs. Now here's my prediction. This one gets real tricky. If Derrick Henry is back in time to play the Patriots in the second round of the playoffs, I think the Titans have a very, very, very good chance of winning this football game. But I just don't know how Derrick Henry can come back so soon. It'd be something we'd never seen before. So with Derrick Henry out, I'm gonna go Patriots on this one. I think. I don't know, and I'm not a Patriots fan, not by the slightest, but they're one of those teams right now for me. They're one of these teams right now for me. So I'm going to say but I don't know, man. Mike Vrabel kind of has Bill Belichick's number. It's going to be a good game. I think Derrick Henry in, Titans win. No Derrick Henry, Patriots win. Let's move on. Bengals at Kansas City. I think this one's kind of a no-brainer. Kansas City, right? I mean, it'd be nice. It'd be nice to see a team knock out Kansas City early for whatever kind of momentum they've got going on the past few years, because there's a lot of media outlets and, you know, other people in the sporting news world who say that the Chiefs have a dynasty. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They don't know what a dynasty is. They don't know what a dynasty means. Dynasty is 3 championships in 5 years' time. That's what a dynasty is. It's a common mistake. Common mistake. The Chiefs have been to past 2 Super Bowls, won 1, lost 1. That is not a dynasty, my friends. They still have a chance at a dynasty, but they do not currently have a dynasty. That is one of my biggest pet peeves, is when people use the term dynasty in an incorrect way, or they're trying to say that a team is a dynasty or something like that, or the Patriots had a dynasty for over like 20 years. No. The Patriots had a 10-year drought where they didn't win a Super Bowl. Tom Brady has technically had 2 different dynasties. He had the dynasty in the beginning of his career when they beat the Rams, skipped a year, and then they beat the Panthers, and then they beat the Eagles in 4 years. That's a dynasty. That's a dynasty. And then they had another dynasty when they beat the Seahawks in 2015, skipped a year, and then they beat the Falcons, and then they lost to the Eagles, but then skipped to the next year, they beat the Rams. That's 3 in 5 years. That's a dynasty. So no, the Patriots have not had one 20-year-long fucking dynasty. That's an incorrect statement. They have had 2 dynasties, though, which, honestly, I think that's kind of more impressive than just saying, oh, yeah, they were a dynasty for fucking 20 years. No. They went 10 years without winning a fucking Super Bowl. But let's move on. And let's not just be handing out fucking dynasties just because Patrick Mahomes plays for the Chiefs. But I do think the Chiefs move on to the AFC Championship against the Patriots. Where do the Patriots go into? Actually, no, we're going to keep it right there at the AFC Championship, Patriots, Chiefs. Let's jump over to the NFC, bottom to top. Rams against Cardinals in LA. This one's tough. They split this year as well. And the Rams have not been playing great football recently. And the Cardinals kind of fell off the table a little bit. The unfortunate thing about the Cardinals is that they lose very close games. Like, if the Cardinals are blowing a team out, that yeah, obviously, like, the other team's probably not going to come back. But when the Cardinals are in a close game and their opponent, they tend to be on the losing end of those close games. But I think in LA, I think the Rams probably take this one. So I'm going to go Rams on this one. And 49ers at Dallas. I don't really have much to say on this one. 49ers are going to win this game. And then Eagles at Bucks. Again, I don't really have much to say on this one. But Bucks easy. Okay, so then that means 6 49ers are going to 1 Green Bay. So the 49ers are going to Green Bay, and the Rams are going to Tampa. Now, Tampa lost to the Rams this year, very early in the season. But I don't think the Rams are as good as they were, or let me rephrase that. I don't think where those two were in the beginning of the season has any reflection on where they are now. Yeah, the Bucks are a little banged up. They lost Antonio Brown. But it's fucking Tom Brady we're talking about. And I don't think Tom Brady allows it. I don't think Tom Brady allows the Rams to go into Tampa and win. He just doesn't allow it. And I'm not a Tom Brady fan by any stretch. He's grown on me in the past 2 years, but I'm definitely not his biggest fan. But I don't think Tom Brady allows it. So I think Bucs are going to move on to that NFC Championship, and then Green Bay is going to take care of the 49ers in Green Bay. So that then we have a Packers Bucs NFC Championship rematch from last year, where the Buccaneers and Tom Brady are going to go into Green Bay to face the reigning 2021 NFL MVP and the current 2022 NFL MVP Aaron Rodgers, because he will win the MVP this year. And if he doesn't, that's fucking robbery. But we got to man, this one's tough. This one's tough because, I said about Brady. I don't think Brady allows himself to lose to the Rams in the playoffs. But, I want to say the same thing for Raj. I don't think he'll allow it. But that is exactly what I thought last year. That's exactly what I thought last year, that Rodgers wasn't going to allow Brady to come into his house and go to the Super Bowl. But that's exactly what happened. So given the track record, it's hard not to take the Bucs. You think hey man, I have one of my good homies is a Packers fan. And I would want nothing more to see, Rodgers get another one. But it's tough. And I have to make a decision, so I'm going to go Bucs. I'm going to go Bucs on this one. So Bucs are going to go to the Super Bowl. Now back to the AFC. The AFC Championship game. Patriots at Chiefs. Ladies and gentlemen. This is a tough one. And this is where I think destiny comes in. How fucking crazy would it be? How fucking crazy would it be if Tom Brady played the Patriots in the Super Bowl and won? The team that he won 6 Super Bowls with plays against them in the Super Bowl. And to win? What, does he retire after that? That's like the perfect... You couldn't write a better script. You couldn't. But I saw this special interview, or I don't know if it was a special interview, but it was this interview with Brady, and they were talking about him retiring, why hasn't he retired? And he gave this answer. He said, if I were to retire and I'm watching games on Sunday, and if I see a quarterback that I know that I'm better than at my age, and that I know I have a chance to get a Super Bowl, then I shouldn't retire. Then, what the fuck am I doing, pretty much, is what he said. And it's true. It's fucking true. He's better than at least 23 of the quarterbacks in the league. He's better than 80% of the starting quarterbacks in this bum-ass fucking league. This league's got a lot of shitty fucking quarterbacks right now. And, Tom Brady's 44. He just threw 45 touchdown passes in his year 44 season. 45 touchdown passes at 44 years old. Yeah, he's better than 80 to 85% of the starting quarterbacks in this league. There's some booty cheeks fucking quarterbacks starting in this league. And if Brady, and it'd give the perfect opportunity for Rodgers to get the fuck out of town. Because that's what he wants to do. He doesn't want to stay there. He made that clear. And it would be very hard for him to get out if they won the Super Bowl. If the Packers were to win the Super Bowl, it'd be very, very, very difficult for both of them, for both sides. For the Packers to let him go and for Aaron Rodgers to leave. It'd be very hard. That's why I think if the Bucs beat them, that's the perfect out for Aaron Rodgers. And that's what he wants. That's what he wants, and that'd be the perfect way to do it. So this is where the whole destiny thing comes in. Aaron Rodgers gets his window to get out. And Brady to play the Patriots in the Super Bowl? And really, besides, like, unless you are a Packers fan or a Cowboys fan, you think it's your year every single year, like, I think there's a lot of people who believe or think, man, Patriots-Buccaneers would be a very interesting Super Bowl. Like, I'm not a fan of either team, but, like, I know what the stakes are, and, like, that would be very, very interesting. So there it is. I guess that's it. Patriots, Bucks, Super Bowl. And if I have to pick a winner, I think you already kind of know. It's hard to bet. It's hard to bet against Brady. And nobody wants to say that Tom Brady has eight Super Bowl rings. But, man, as time goes on, it's looking like it's a reality. And we're just kind of have to accept it. If you like this video, if you think, just let me know what you think about my predictions, because I can guarantee you it's going to play out exactly the way I just said it right now. It's out there. That's exactly the way it's going to happen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and we'll talk to you again soon.